What if protesters had been carrying guns or explosives instead of banners? That's a question Cincinnati police are asking themselves today. Good evening, everyone. 9 Greenpeace activists easily got through Procter & Gamble security yesterday afternoon and hauled a truckload of equipment to the top floors.
Their demonstration was peaceful, but the planning, detail, and execution has a lot of people asking, what if? Local 12's Joe Webb spoke with police and Greenpeace today. Joins us live with new information on the story. Joe?
Well, Rob, sources tell Local 12 News that a Greenpeace protester used a fake ID to breach Procter & Gamble security. Police will only say that the protesters used deception to get in. But regardless of their plan, it worked. And that has a lot of people scared. Greenpeace protesters made their point yesterday afternoon with a circus act complete with a tiger. The 6 men and 3 women surrendered peacefully to Cincinnati police and were in court this morning on burglary and vandalism charges. They're held on $50,000 bond.
Our activists always are ready to accept the consequences of their actions, in this case a non-violent, peaceful protest, to stand up for the environmental destruction that's happening in Indonesia.
Peaceful and non-violent, yes, but also a calculated and well-planned crime. Police are giving few details, but say there's no indication of inside help, just some deception.
They knew what they were doing. And the scary thing is they were able to do everything with relative ease.
Brocksterman says the 9 protesters entered the first floor wearing dress clothes, split into 2 teams, and headed to the 12th floor of each Procter & Gamble tower. They managed to haul in a truckload of luggage full of tools, work clothes, banners, and rappelling gear.
What could have happened with if they brought bombs into that building in this luggage and everything else? What would we be looking at today? And if they had violent tendencies, if they were terrorists, this could have been horrific what could have happened.
Brocksterman, who dealt with the protesters face-to-face on the 12th floor, said they were polite and surrendered peacefully to Cincinnati police. And in the end, they got what they wanted. The protesters did their jobs better than Procter & Gamble security.
They knew what they were doing. Very well organized. They certainly accomplished what they were set out to do.
Now, just a few minutes ago, P&G spokesperson Lisa Popik sent out an email saying that a preliminary investigation by P&G Security found that one of the protesters gained illegal access to the building via a third party who shares a P&G office space. She says that person let the others in via a secured entrance. That's all they had to say, so I don't know if that is in dispute with them having some inside help or whatever. I really don't know, but says that preliminary investigation by P&G Security said one of them gained illegal access to the building via a third-party source and let the others in. So, Rob, that's what happened. Good news is nobody got hurt.
Yeah. Nobody did get hurt in this case, but these protesters, these are serious crimes, right? These are felonies.
They are felonies, and the judge today took a really hard line with these people. These are pretty high bonds. They could, depending on what happens in court, you never know what happens, but they could spend a lot of time behind bars.
Joe Webb, thanks very much. Police say the protesters did about $10,000 in damage to Procter & Gamble property along the way.